guys, it's Dawn from Let's Make a Mess today. How are you doing? Well, I'm here to do a very quick book chat, book review with you. Probably not one of my best ones, but I do want to get this video out of the way so that I can move on to like a fatty patty soon, and I need to get this book review done. This has been a rough reading month for me. I didn't really love anything that I read, but let's just go over it. I did read The God of the Woods, and I got it from the library. Actually, all of my books this month are from the library. So I have to kind of look at the summaries here and then talk about it a little bit. So The God of the Woods is a novel by Liz Moore. It's 2024. And let's look at it real quick. It says, Liz Moore's God of the Woods is a complex mystery drama that follows the disappearance of a 13-year-old girl from an exclusive summer camp in 1995. Barbara Van Laar, daughter of prominent Albany family, vanishes from her cabin at the camp vanishes from the cabin at the camp founded by her family. The story dwells into the secrets of the Van Laar family and the surrounding community, exploring themes of expectation, entitlement, and the corruption of power. All right, I had to give this book a 4. I was going to give it a 4.5, but I lowered it to a 4 because, first of all, it's been a while since I read it, and now I'm finding that I'm forgetting it. And so, to me, that's not a great sign. So, anyway, so basically, it's a pretty good book. Book Talk said read it. BookTube said read it, and everybody said read it. I couldn't wait to get it. I put it on my wish list at the library, and there was like 1,000 people ahead of me. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but there was like over 100 people waiting for it. But I did find it at the library on the Lucky Day shelf, so I read it. I kept reading it. I wanted to see, since it was in 1975, which is the year I was 15, I really wanted to see more about that time, that era. It did a pretty good job, but I just didn't fall in love with any of the characters too much. So I gave it a 4. It's worth a read. I know somebody else and you know who you are, who gave it a 5. They loved it. So, and I'm just in a really weird mood when it comes to reading stuff. So the next one I read is a new author to me called Ashley Elston. And let's go look up a summary on her on this. I actually liked this book. It's a Reese Witherspoon book. I gotta write that in here. RW for Reese Witherspoon. So it is a Reese Witherspoon book. Here's what it looks like. Don't go to Amazon to get it. Get it from your library, or get it from your sign in. I am not part of Amazon anymore. I'm so proud of myself. Amazon and Prime are gone. Anyway, so it was a pretty good book. Let's read a summary about it really quick. So Evie Porter, when she's given a name and location by her mysterious boss. Oh, so this girl, I actually did like this. This girl, she's got a job where she has to go and pretend she's somebody else in different situations by her. And this one really rich, wealthy man sends her to these locations, and she never knows who he is or what's coming next. But she does end up falling in love with the situation that she's in, now. So anyway, once she's given a name and location by her mysterious boss, Mr. Smith, she learns everything there is to know about the town and the people in it. Then the mark, that's the guy that that's her mark, Ryan Sumner. The last piece of the puzzle is the job. Evie, I think it's Evie, isn't privy to Mr. Smith's real identity, but she knows this job isn't like the others. Ryan has gotten under her skin, and she's starting to envision different sort of life for herself, but Evie can't make any mistakes, especially after what happened last time. Evie Porter must stay one step ahead of her past while making sure that there's still a future in front of her. The stakes couldn't be higher, but then Evie has always liked a challenge. I have to tell you, this book did keep me on my toes. I'm going to give it a 4. It did keep me on my toes. I couldn't believe that the author could come up with so many twists and turns, to be quite frank with you, and so many... every character was really, really plotted out nicely. Is that the word I'm trying to say? You just knew so much about each person eventually that it was great how this author did it. I was probably more enthralled with the author's skill than I was with the book. I don't know if that makes sense at all. All right, then the last one I read this month was by Fyodor. Am I saying that right? Dostoevsky. And everybody in the world right now is talking about white knights on BookTube, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere, right? So I have read a book by him, not a book, a short story by this Russian author years ago, and I fell in love with him because it was so, to me, it was so interesting that somebody writing back in the 1800s could then, it could make so much sense to a woman reading it in my day. So he started writing in, he was born in 1821, and his, I think, what's his name? His speech was in 1881. So he wrote was born and raised in the 1800s, and he's pretty prolific. But anyway, I don't know which one I read a long time ago that made me want to read him again. And then I forgot about him, sort of. I've heard about him off and on. But then this book, A Gentle Creature, and other stories has been just all over the internet right now. You got to read it, blah, 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 blah. So I did. And I have to tell you, White Knights was interesting. It's about this woman it's about this guy, but she was tethered literally figured to her grandmother, I think it was, who kept an eye on her, and then she ended up marrying somebody. I hope I'm not getting these too messed up. I might be. I don't know. But anyway, I have to tell you that the writing got in my way of enjoying the story. I might have enjoyed this story and this other story, The Gentle Creature, better had it not been such a... His writing in these two stories, maybe because they were one of his first stories, were so... When did he write this? I think it was one of his first ones. But his writing was so redundant, is the only way I can say it. It was so redundant to me, and you know how I am about that. Get to the point, use as few words as possible, and I got you. I understand. Trust me, as a reader, I get it. You don't have to keep hitting it on the head. So there was that, and then also just his style in these two were difficult for me to enjoy, but I did get through it. So once I got through the White Knights, which I'm going to give probably a 3, maybe a 2.5 actually, I thought, well, since I have the book, I better read the next one, because maybe that's the one I read, and maybe that's one I'll like, right? So I've got all the way through White Knights, and then I read A Gentle Creature. Now, A Gentle Creature was a little better for me. However, I don't know, was it the topic? Was it his writing style? I don't know what it was, but I feel like if somebody would rewrite this, gosh, that sounds terrible to say because he's such a classical writer and so well loved. But if it was written today in today's language, maybe I might have enjoyed it. So the last book in this is called The Dream of a Ridiculous Man, and I did not read it. And I am reading another book right now that I'm not loving. It's called The Fox Wife or something. So I'm not enjoying that right now either. And I just started it, and I don't know if I'm going to DNF it or not. So I'm having a really hard time reading right now. Things that I'm reading, I'm not loving. I didn't love this. I didn't love this. I'm not loving this. And I'm definitely not loving what I'm reading now. So I think I'm just going to go pick up some really popcorn thrillers and give myself a palette and try to get back to just some crappy books that I'm going to enjoy. So yeah, so I'm going to give White Knights and how do you spell his name? Fyodor. Mally's trying to get up on me. Wait a sec. You want to see Mally? Come here. Okay, hold on. All right, come here. Come say hi. Come on. Ah, there we go. You want to say hi? You want to say hello? Here we go. Hi, everybody. This is Mally here today. She's going to get groomed today. I don't mind my mess. Don't mind my mess. Oh, my little face. It's my little girls. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this face. Hi, Malibu Boo. Anyway, okay. Now you have to go. That's enough. All right. Sorry about that. So, back to this. So, Fyodor, she's waiting. Dostoe. I guess I could, Evsky. And then also 2.5, a gentle creature. I don't know. If you've read any of these, let me know what you think. And I think I'm going to try to find, I don't think I spelled that right. D-U-S-T. Yeah, I did. I think I'm going to try to find something else of his eventually. I'm trying to read some stuff I'm trying to read some literature that I haven't read before that I need to catch up on. But I don't know. I really enjoyed the one I read a long time ago, but I don't remember the name of it. And I don't remember what it's about, but I do remember thinking, wow, that guy, that's crazy how he can transcend over 200 years, But that's my book chat/review this time around, you guys. And I'm hoping that next time will be better. All right. I hope you guys are well. What are you reading? And if you read this, what do you think? All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now. Be well, guys. Take care.